Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Hadith of the day. Kindness to mothers. A man asked the Prophet Muhammad, peace be on him, to whom should I show kindness? The Prophet replied, your mother, next your mother, next your mother, and then your father. Paradise is at the mother's feet. A man once consoled the Prophet, peace be upon him, about taking part in a military campaign. The Prophet asked the man if his mother was still living. When told that she was alive, the Prophet said, then stay with her, for paradise is at her feet. I'm Hassan Rashid, and I welcome you to another edition of the History, Community Life, Diversity of Muslim Americans in New England. It's always excellent being with you, and it's such a great achievement to come into your lives like we do here daily at CCTV Be Live. So I greet you with the ancient Arabic greeting of peace, and that is Assalamu alaikum. Okay, since we open the broadcast with a note, a message, hadith on mothers, I'd like to once again this week start out with a condolence to a mother, a great mother who was a poet, and a huge loss to the American community, and not only the American community, to the world community, and that was Miss Maya Angelou. I send out my condolences to her friends, family, loved ones, and fans, and everyone that who treasured Miss Maya Angelou. A huge loss for the community. And also, I'd like to send out a condolence to Mr. Mike Johnson, Mike Monk Johnson, who was a spirit change vendor for a number of years, and he had a spot over by the Harvard Square Post Office, and I know he had a lot of friends here in Harvard. So I sent out my condolence to Mr. Mike Monk Johnson, and who recently passed away from a long-lasting illness. Finally caught up with him, and he's gone to Jamaica. So once again, condolence to Mike Johnson, who was a huge asset to Cambridge, and he used to be out there every day selling the spirit change newspapers. So if you see any spirit change vendors, you should go out and ask them how you can pay your respects and condolence to Mike Johnson. So, and purchase the latest edition of Spirit Change, because the whole edition is dedicated to the memory of Mike Monk Johnson. Okay, so we have that out the way, and I'd like to read you a little dedication or a remembrance of Maya Angelou by the late and great Imam Wardi Muhammad. Okay, quote, I love these words of Maya Angelou. I saw them in the movie of My Dearest Family Reunion. She says, the sun has come, the myth has gone. We see in the distance our long way home. Beautiful, so rich when you connect what she is saying with us, the African American community. She says, the sun has come. God opened her mind and gave her knowledge and insight. The myth has gone. The false pictures that once were realities in our minds are gone. She got the life out of the dead, the myth. The myth gives you something dead, but it holds life. She has blessed to get into the myth and see the real truth, the real life, so that the myth as a dead thing disappeared. She was able to then see where our people should be taking ourselves, where we should be taking our community life. So she concluded with the long way home. The sun has come, the myth has gone. We see in the distance a long way home. It can be a long way, or it can be a short way too. If we stop following the worst of our leaders and start following the best of our leaders, it could be a short distance. Imam W.D. Muhammad, unquote. Okay, so my best regards go out to, once again, to Miss Maya Angelou. I have some other information I had to share with you about Maya Angelou. You didn't know she was a recording artist. I wanted to try to get one of her recordings on that she did with Tupac Shakur. So that's an interesting one. Okay, but unfortunately, we due to some technical difficulties, we weren't able to present that to you today. So just hang in there. Maybe we'll get that get that out there by and by. Okay. Okay, I'd like to run down some Cambridge Farmers Markets information before we make another move into the broadcast, the Islamic content of the broadcast. Okay, so Sunday now, Harvard Square, Charles Square Farmers Market at Charles Hotel Courtyard, 1 Bennett Street, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And you can go there for Cambridge. It's one of the 7 Cambridge Farmers Markets, or 7 options you have to purchase fresh fruit and vegetables. And you know how important in-season fruit and vegetables are. Okay, so Monday you can go to Central Square Farmers Market. That's a parking lot, Bishop Allen Drive at Norfolk, noon to 6 p.m. Open May 19th, November 14th. That's they accept the EBT SNAP. Are accepted. So on Tuesday, Agassi, that's a Harvard University Farmers Market, Science Center Plaza, noon to 6 p.m. And they'll be open, they're open every Tuesday from noon to 6 p.m. And that started on June 10th, and they'll be there until October 28th. Okay, every Tuesday at noon to 6 p.m. Wednesday, Kendall Square, that's right down the road here. And from the CCTV studios station, that's at Main Street near Kendall, MIT, MBTA station, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Once again, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And they'll be open every Wednesday at 11 until October 29th, okay? Thursday, Kendall Square Farmers Market, 500 Kendall Street, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And they'll be open every Thursday at 11 a.m. until October 9th. Friday, Harvard Square, Charles Square Farmers Market, Charles Hotel Courtyard, 1 Bennett Street, noon to 6 p.m. And they'll be open every Friday at noon until 6 p.m. until November 21st, and finally Saturday. That's at Cambridge Port Farmers Market, Moore School parking lot, Magazine Street at Memorial Drive, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Open June 7th, October. They're open. They had open on June 7th, and they'll be open every Saturday at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So there's no more winter's markets. You can go out and get in season all the summer and the late spring. The market should be full of fresh produce. Okay, fruit and vegetables. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna move along to something that I promised you last time I was on the air. This way we're just gonna have to skip a little bit of our Islamic news. I promise you that I would fill you in on okay, let's see if I have that information this time. Last time I didn't have it, but I'm almost certain I have it this time. It was the information in regards to the Juneteenth, the big Juneteenth festival, which was, okay, I don't know if I have it this time either. Well, I know it's, okay, I made a mistake this time with that too, but we'll get it to you. So there's Juneteenth up until around the 22nd, 24th of June, so there's several shows, I guess, to be done between now and that time. So once again, well, if you're wondering what Juneteenth represents, it represents the fact that it all started in Galveston, Texas, when the day that the folks in Galveston learned that the slavery, the black Americans were declared free. The day of emancipation, the news of the emancipation of former slaves had reached Galveston. And so that day there was a big celebration, and from that day on, the Juneteenth celebration began. So that's what it's all about. It's the day of the news of the emancipation of the former slaves had reached Galveston, Texas. I'm looking all over the place. I don't have it, so you gotta forgive me for that one. But that was my mistake. I was in a hurry to get here. But you can tell that it was kind of hot and sweaty outside too, because you can see a sweatband on my kufi. Okay. Okay, let me take another final look, and maybe I can get it on before we leave the air. But okay, no luck. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, no. Okay, let's move right along. No, it's not here. I had a list, a catalog, but a listing of Juneteenth events that are occurring all over eastern Massachusetts but unfortunately we don't have that. But I'll tell you one thing: next Thursday at Franklin Park in Boston, then that is the big Juneteenth celebration. It's at Franklin Park in Boston. That's a big one, but I'm not too sure on that one. I don't have my information here, but it could be tomorrow. It could blast off tomorrow, which tomorrow is June 12th, so it may be tomorrow. But I think traditionally it's on. Yes, it's between the 12th and 19th, so you can check on that yourself if you're there. But okay, we're gonna pass by June moon phases because there's no crescent in the sky tonight. We won't see a crescent until June 21st. Okay, but okay, we're gonna bypass this one. Okay, construction report. Okay, the ICNA, that's the Islamic Council of North America, USA, is pleased to announce the development of the first transitional housing program for women in Massachusetts. The home will be called the Amal Hope Women's Center, which is befitting considering the history of the home and the neighborhood. The property is located at 37 Interval Street in Dorchester, Massachusetts. It's owned by the neighboring Masjid Al-Quran, one of the oldest mosques in the metro Boston area. The neighborhood is one rich in culture and historical preservation. It boasts a rich heritage with the ICNA, the Islamic Council of North America. Relief seeks to honor by developing programming which celebrates the cultural diversity of the community while paving homage to the historical great who passed through the doors of the planned Amal Women's Center. Center motto: the Amal Women's Center will be modeled after ICNA Relief USA 11 existing shelter homes. Sleeping accommodations, meals, breakfast, dinner, case management, career exploration, and educational support, long-term affordable housing search, access to service, spiritual care, and personal development, holistic healing, arts, counseling, and health care, community resource room and library, support group, and community gathering. So if you'd like additional information on the construction progress of the Amal Hope Women's Center, it's a place for women who are in need of accommodations. So that's what it's going to be all about. Okay, so if you'd like additional information, you can contact ICNA Relief, Massachusetts, 100 Malcolm X Boulevard, Boston, Mass. 02120, or you can phone 347-754-1067, or you can email Malika at ICNARELIEF.org. That's Malika at ICNARELIEF.org. Okay, Hungry Hearts Ramadan responders. Okay, Ramadan is one of the holiest, selfless, and special months of the year. It's a unique and humbling time where we look into ourselves and discover who we truly are. We wholeheartedly believe that serving the community will help you grow as a person and provide a wealth of hands-on learning experience, provide a great way to get to know the community, and most important, become a form of worship to our Creator. Volunteers are our center's backbone that allows us to provide quality programming and increased services for our community neighbors. We're grateful for all the dedicated volunteers that have helped shape our programming and community, making a difference in the lives of many. That's the Islamic Society of Boston Cultural Center we're referring to here. And they're located at the 100 Malcolm X Boulevard, Roxbury. Okay, the Prophet, may his soul rest in peace, said, "The dearest to Allah is the one who is most beneficial to people." By volunteering at the ISNA, at the ISBCC, you can express your enthusiasm to help your brothers and sisters gain good deeds and blessing during Ramadan. Okay, so there are like volunteer opportunities are as follows. Okay, web team, communication and marketing. Okay, youth group volunteer, facility assistant volunteer, iftar setup, serving and cleanup, crowd management, facility vacuuming and bathroom cleanup, kids program, teens program, fundraising, graphic design, outreach and tours, recycling, gardening, parking, grant writing, photography, and or videography. Okay, we'd love to chat with you about where you fit best at ISBC, please. Okay, so if you like more information, that's telephone number 617-427-2636, and inquire about how you can help out or volunteer during Ramadan. That's at the Islamic Society of Boston Cultural Center. Okay. Muslim Youth Voices, also at the Islamic Society of Boston Cultural Center. There's what is happening with the Muslim youth. There's a program entitled Muslim Youth Voices. What's your story about being Muslim in America? Okay, as a young Muslim in America, you've got a story to tell. Maybe you never told it, and maybe you think no one would be interested, but you never know how your story might influence someone. Here's your chance to tell your own story and make a difference. Who is eligible? Muslim students in middle school, high school, college, guidelines. Stories should be 1 to 3 pages, double space, 12-point font. Okay, and please submit it in a PDF format. You must write about your own experience, but your name will not be used. Submission form. Okay, so if you'd like to know more about submission forms, you can contact the Islamic Society Boston Cultural Center, 100 Malcolm X Boulevard. The telephone number is 617-427-2636. Okay, or you can check out the website. That's I believe that's www.isbcc.muslim. Okay, so why should you participate? It's a rare opportunity to tell your story and finally be heard, to help other youth who may have similar experiences, to raise awareness about the experience of Muslim youth. Selected stories will be published online and used to create educational materials. So once again, that's what's your story about being Muslim in America. So if you'd like to express or write about it, you can contact the Islamic Society of Boston Cultural Youth. That's Muslim Youth Voices, 100 Malcolm X Boulevard, 617-427-2636. Okay, I want to get this. So at the, I think that's the Kennedy School tonight. There is a community gathering or meeting concerning the city of Cambridge's master plan. So I think that starts at 6 o'clock. So if I have that information here, I can give you give you the times rundown of these hearings on the city or community information gathering on the master plan. Okay, once again, I don't have, no, I don't have the detail. But I know tonight, June 11th, they'll be meeting at the Kennedy School. So if you know where that is, I'm still a stranger to Cambridge, so I don't know exactly where it is. I rely on detailed information. So, but you can go out there and if you know, you can pass the word on that there's a master plan meeting. And you know, I know what the master plan is. The master plan involves all of us. It involves every human aspect of Cambridge. So I advise you to go out there and participate in helping them to debate the issue of master planning in Cambridge here. Okay, I'm Hassan Rashid, and that's just about it. It's always excellent being here with you, and I wish I had more time to share things with you. But eventually, you have to tolerate some of the mistakes that we make here. We're all human, but eventually we'll get it together, and we'll be able to present more of what you like here at History, Community Life, and Diversity of Muslim Americans in New England. So until I see you next time, I leave you with the greeting of peace, and I advise you, or I leave you with the fact that superior wisdom can never be subjected by inferior wisdom. So until next time, once again, I leave you with the Islamic greetings of peace, and that is Assalamu alaikum. It's approximately 17 more days before the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. So I know you're getting ready for that. So when that day comes, we'll definitely be here to remind you that you should begin your fasting, when to stop, etc., etc., and other good information to help you experience a successful and a happy Ramadan. So once again, I leave you with the Islamic greetings of peace, and that is Assalamu alaikum.